The lock was not cracked. Flaxen, yellow in colour. What a peculiar drawing. This appears to contain some measure of opium. I shall analyse it at Baker Street. Footsteps. Let's see. The size is undoubtedly 7. The shoes are also hard-soled. How strange. This appears to be a fish scale. I shall have to examine this more thoroughly under the microscope. The right shoe is missing a nail. Yes, there is something here. This should prove useful. Fibres. Why are they here? It will be necessary for me to examine this more closely at Baker Street. Come, Watson, we must return to Baker Street.
What do you make of this, Mr. Holmes?
Mr. Stenick, I wish my news were your servant simply left your employment voluntarily for the service of a more honest man. Unfortunately, I don't have that pleasure. In truth, the news is grim indeed. Your servant was seen in the company of 2 men yesterday. One of the 2 is a man of moderate size, very robust, and a mature age. His profession, which will be the key element in our investigation of this affair, will be determined by me within few hours. The other is a young Hindi who is tall and only recently arrived in England. There is a darker side to these events. Your man was not with them by choice. Rather, the evidence shows he was kidnapped. At this moment, the reasons behind this villainous act are unknown, but rest assured, the truth will not elude me for long. Gentlemen, I wish you a good day. Come, Watson, we must hurry. There's a great deal to do and little enough time to spare.
Holmes, I must protest. You did not spare my client, Captain Stenick. This seems unusually harsh.
That may be, Watson, but now what matters more is to know the reasons behind the kidnapping of this young aboriginal yesterday evening in central London, and more importantly, what has become of him. I must concentrate on a small experiment I will run to test my theories. Please go to the poor Lovelorn Barnes and ask him if he has something on the Maori nation and its traditions. Also, if you should happen to see the newsboy outside, find out what he knows, and if it has value, give him a coin. And for God's sake, don't be a miser, Watson.
A miser? You cost me one of my patients, and you question my level of generosity with your informers? Oh, really, Holmes, sometimes you go too far.
Very interesting. These rope fibers are clearly hemp. Now, about the origin of these stains. The meatball ignited but failed to burn completely. There are, without a doubt, mustard seeds present, probably in exotic form. What could be the other components, I wonder? According to this monograph, the fish scale appears to be from a perch, a saltwater fish with high commercial and culinary value. Now it can't be used for anything. Let's see if I can obtain a reaction with the help of my chemicals and apparatus. Coal soot mixed with water, and given the absence of any salt particulates, it must be fresh water. Let's see if I can obtain a reaction with the help of my chemicals and apparatus. Perhaps if I apply heat? Incredible! I note a strong presence of opium blended with a concentrate of morphine. The remaining elements are a mystery to me. I should look from the window and see where Watson is.